Tell me what it was like for you immigrating here.
We had some time to consider immigrating to Canada, and hence, we were ready, luckily. But at the same time, there was a lot of kind of this uncertainty as to, first of all, whether we'll be able to fit in the employment market, and how was it for you to immigrate to this country?
I mean, a bit like blurry. I mean, I don't feel like I remember all of the details super clear, but I mean, it was interesting, right? You know, I think there was that like childlike excitement, you know, getting to see snow for the first time. Maple syrup was a huge thing. But yeah, I feel like I didn't really have a grasp of what was going on. I mean, I was what, 8? Do you think racism exists in Canada?
Well, there is no place where racism doesn't exist.
That's right.
Because we are all human beings, and then everybody has some prejudices, some history, some memories. Do you think racism exists in Canada?
I mean, yes, for sure. Little and big things, I think, but yeah.
I think you had a few incidences in school when you felt that you weren't being seen as the other kids were.
Yeah. Again, towards that whole immigrating to Canada, those first few years, I think that was like a particular age where, you know, people are trying to establish their friend groups, and it's always fun to pick on someone. So having an accent, you know, bringing ethnic food, which I had no problems with, right? It was normal. Yeah, I mean, people made fun of it. Can't do anything about it, but there's definitely that aspect of like microaggressions and stuff, and feeling like I need to change myself to make other people more, not even comfortable, but just to fit in. So that was definitely there. And yeah, I think it's a few things that happen were different forms of racism. I don't think you can sugarcoat it in any way other than that. Is there a time you experienced a racist incident that you may have not told me about?
I think I have told you about the last one, day before yesterday.
Oh yeah.
I don't know. I was just walking, and then there were 2 teens who were going past me. One was on the bike, and once they were past me, then one of them said, "Hey, buddy, you look fat." And I said, "Thank you, doctor." And I didn't have anything else to say. And I don't know, there were other people on the street who probably had the same kind of body mass index as me, but he picked on me. I would say it was just a teen thing. I mean, I want to be positive
Right.
when it comes to such things, and I want to give the other person benefit of doubt. It could be his family situation that I talked to you about.
Yeah, I think you mentioned, I think when you and Mama were having a walk.
Yeah, so she heard somebody say, "Hey, go back to your country." And I didn't hear it. So sometimes people might say something else, but I don't
Right.
know. How about you?
I think what definitely comes to mind are like microaggressions. You know, I've had people say, "Wow, your English is really good." And I mean, it's a compliment, and I'm sure they didn't mean anything bad from it, but it's my first language. I'd hope I'm okay at it. You know, and other things like, I don't know, it's the little things, but like you said, I feel like I make them a bigger deal the more I talk about them, even though they're so like mundane, I guess, you know, random things that people say. Grade 4, I think. Again, same year that we immigrated. I think I was eating nalu paratha in class, and there was these like a bunch of guys that usually roam around, and they make fun and stuff. Not particularly with me. They're just like, you know, raking havoc in the class. Usual grade 4, but I was eating, and the guy just came over, one of the guys from the group. It's like, "Oh, look what she's eating." I'm guessing it smelled different than other foods. I don't know. I don't know what it was, but took it up, rolled it up, chucked it in the trash can.
The guy did that?
The guy did that.
Oh.
It was just something that, you kind of like shrug off, you move on, you don't really think about it. Yeah.
Sometimes I feel sorry that I wasn't there when all these things were happening, I don't remember hearing about all these incidents in grade 4 or 5 or 6. I started to hear about them in grade 7 and 8 and 9, Yeah.
I mean,
sad.
They're not things that I'd go home and like tell people about.
You're a very resilient person, so let's move on.
I'm sure.
It's okay. Have you ever been ashamed of your identity?
Yeah. Yeah.
Pass me some.
Yeah, sure.
I didn't think I would need any.
Oh, that's a loaded question.
Okay, anyway, let's continue.
Oh, you can use them. I think that's the first time I've seen you tear up.
Yeah. No, I've not seen you share these experiences often. And I didn't think it'll turn out to be like this here. It's okay. Have you ever been ashamed of your identity?
I felt like there was this whole part of time where I was just changing myself to be like the other girls, the other kids. People would imitate Punjabi music or something like that at school. That used to be a thing at one point of time. I'd always, laugh it off and like look the other way, change the topic, things like that. So yeah, I think I was ashamed at some point in time, but slowly got a better knowledge of it. Going to India always helped. The more I felt connected to it, the more I felt proud of it.
Did you ever regret our moving here?
No. I think there were instances where I wished people around me were more like me, in the sense that they had differences. I wouldn't be the only one feeling out of place. But no, I don't. As time goes on, especially, like I like Canada. I like the experiences and I cherish them. Did you, or do you have any?
Well, I don't. I could go skiing again, no problem. Fall down and get up again. And the only thing it's basically because how Mama feels like that. She feels she's too far from parents and family, the extended family. At the same time, like if we can go back every year, every couple of years, then that's good enough. So no regrets.
I think that's fair. I mean, for me, I think it's easier to be able to not have any regrets, just because you're moving away from your friends. Okay, make new friends. Like I have you, Mama, and Naman, at home almost all the time, right? Like I don't know how you guys like moved halfway across the globe from like Nani, Nana, Dadu, Dadi, everyone. Are there things you've ever wanted to say but you think are a bit hard to talk about?
Well, I am very much able to talk about the challenges that are there for new immigrants in the country, so I don't think I have ever shied away from talking about all these issues.
I think one thing I'd want to tell you guys is thank you, because we wouldn't have gained it if you guys didn't give different things up, right, and decided to make that move. And I think those experiences gained, right, bad or not, I wouldn't be the same without them. You wouldn't, Mama wouldn't, Naman wouldn't.
Love you.
Love you too.
Well, I want to tell you, Mansi, that whatever happens, if you ever need me to talk to, I am available, and I would be more than willing to travel to wherever you are to come and meet you to talk to you in person. I'm always here, whenever you need me.
Thank you.
And is there something that you'd like to tell me?
I mean, yeah, I think I mentioned it earlier, but I don't even know if like you understand like the weight of what I mean when I say thank you. Like, it goes way beyond that simple definition of, oh yeah, thank you.
You remember the stories I've told you about how my dad used to spend all the money that he used to earn in trying to give us a good education, to make sure that we were successful in our life. And it is the minimum that we can do. And if we have just done that, then that's enough for me. I mean, if you feel that you have gotten what you wanted to in terms of an opportunity to grow, education, freedom, then I think it's worth it. And you're always welcome.
Love you.
You too.